Hey guys, hey, welcome to Mondays with Mark. I'm Mark, and this is Smokey, Steve, and Mark. Oh, yes, it is. Welcome back, and it is nice to see a friendly face today. Let me tell you, how are you doing on this fine Monday? I don't know if it's fine, but it is a Monday, right? I hope you had a great weekend, and I do hope your Monday went well. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry right now. I'm sure this is gonna be up late tonight because, yeah, we had a I don't know, funny, I don't know what the right word is for it, but we had something happen a little earlier today, but I'll tell you all about that later. Today, we have a fun little episode tonight. Now, I titled it, Let's Get Our Heads Together, right? And I'll elaborate on that a little bit more. But guys, we have a DIY to do. We're gonna go outside to do that. And let's see, we may have a summer road trip. You never know. We have another giveaway winner to announce. Oh yeah, I'll tell you about that in a minute. And I've also been working on some shorts. So of course you guys are gonna get the preview of them here tonight. I always show you guys. In fact, here, why don't I just show you one that I'm working on, and this is kind of like a garden tip. Here, check it out. Don't throw away those old coffee grinds, recycle them instead.
Just pour it all in a jar.
Next, add 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
And now we add the club soda.
Now you have a mixture that is packed full of nutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, even potassium. Everything to make your plants happy. Every couple weeks, use this homemade fertilizer right on your houseplants.
Or right in your garden.
Oh, it's a little too late for a coffee, huh? But we have happy plants. Not bad, huh? That was I don't know. I've been watching. Okay, I'm not a TikToker, but I've been watching. I made an account and I've been watching. It is a little addictive, isn't it? But some of those TikTok videos are really good. They must use professional equipment and stuff. I don't know. Some of them are really, really good, and some of them are stupid too. I'm like, really? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I've just been working on a couple little shorts there. We're trying to put more shorts out, but we haven't been too successful at it. We're trying to at least do 1 or 2 a week, but anyway. Oh, you know what? While I have your attention, I just wanted to remind you or tell you if you didn't see last week's Mondays with Mark. So, Steven's birthday's coming up. It's less than 2 weeks away, and it's the big one. He's gonna be 40, y'all. 40. And I was trying to think of something to do that we could give him, that we could surprise him for his birthday. And I mean you and I, right? So I asked everybody to go ahead and email me, SmokeySteveAndMarc@yahoo.com, just a little birthday wish for Steve. Happy birthday, Steve, whatever, And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to print them all out, and then I'm going to make a collage of them all and frame it, and then we're going to give it to him on his birthday. I think he will really, really love that. So anyway, if you so choose, definitely shoot me an email with a little birthday wish for Steve. And then I thought of something, you could also send it through instant messenger, through Facebook. You can send it that way too, because I take care of that, so he doesn't see it. So far it's still a secret. He doesn't know anything about it. So I think this is going to be really, really cool. And thank you all who already sent in your birthday wishes too, okay? All right, okay, good. So anyway, so the title of tonight's video is Let's Get Our Heads Together. And boy, it couldn't be more appropriate for today. So I'm thinking that this video, if you're watching it tonight on a Monday night, it's probably late, and I do apologize for that. But let's get our heads together. When I was thinking of today's video, I was thinking, I wanted to kind of update you on, some things that both Steven and I have been going through. Life has been really hectic the last few weeks. And, a lot of it is work. We've reverted back to the way things were before COVID. And that just means that all of our patients are coming in now every day as opposed to doing telehealth. And we're also 3 staff members short from before COVID too. So it's been quite stressful at work, and I tend to get overwhelmed pretty easy. I can hold it together pretty good, but inside I'm dying, and that coupled up with just regular life things, the house that we live in is up for sale. I mean, there's new tenants in and stuff like that. It's not like it's going to sell tomorrow, and he's been trying to sell it for years, but that's in the back of my mind, so we've already we have our eyes open for other apartments, just in case. We want to move out of here anyway. We just wanted to bide our time until next year after the wedding and everything, and maybe make a larger move, maybe to another city or another state or something. We haven't planned any of it, but long-term goal, like within a year or so. But with this coming up, and just in light of the situation here in our apartment, we've decided to just kind of keep our ears and our eyes open. We may just move locally, if something happens to come up, So the new tenants did move in last Friday, and they seem nice. They do have kids. We're not really kid folk here in the SSAM household, we don't hate them or anything. And they were worried that the little one, they have a little girl, and I learned today that I guess she's special needs. She didn't seem like it to me, but and they're worried that she might touch the plants and ruin the garden and stuff like that. And I'm like, we share the yard. Like, it's not, the kids need to be outside and they need to play, and they are just plants, I mean, I could even put a little fence up around the garden or something. We're not worried about it at all, But so I worked a little bit late today, and when I was going outside to finish our DIY, which got all messed up for tonight, the landlords show up, and of course the new tenants are here already. And the landlord's wife is really quite, her and I do not get along. She's a bitch. We call her the shrew. She always causes trouble. She approaches everybody as if that person is going to cause her trouble, or you have ulterior motives when talking with her. She approaches every person that way, and she's very condescending. And I know a lot of people probably don't like their landlords or talk about their landlords, but we like our landlord. The husband, we get along with fine. We don't mind him. I mean, we do. We always have. We've been here for years. It's her that's the problem, and she's nitpicky and just loud, and she starts talking all about the garden, and we caught her in several lies. Steven was out there too, and boy, am I proud. He's sitting here now. So you didn't hear anything else I said earlier, did you? No, to me in the video? No. I didn't think so, because he came in from the... Okay. No. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, all right. No, but you did a very good job. Well, thank you. He stood up to her. I wish I would have filmed it, because he was like, you are causing trouble, he said to her. It was great. But anyway, we won't get into the whole altercation, but she started, all this stuff about the cats, about everything. I mean, but it played into my, feeling overwhelmed and my anxiety and all that. It plays on that, in addition to everything else that's going on, So nonetheless, we were out there for quite some time with her, and everything got pushed back. I couldn't do the DIY because everybody in the Scranton was in the backyard, it seemed like. So, it put me kind of off my balance a little bit, and I already was a little bit stressed out from the day, so I was really looking forward to talking to you guys tonight, and that coupled up with with my physical health, just to elaborate a little bit, you know, I don't know. My doctor pulled me aside at my last appointment and said, you know, we have to talk because we are hesitant to move forward on anything until we get this situation under control. And I said, what situation would that be? He said, I have stage 2 high blood pressure. Now, I didn't even know there were stages to high blood pressure. Okay, I had no idea, but I did do some research, and sure enough, there is. I didn't know that at all. But anyway, my blood pressure, and he said how they were rating this or whatever, or diagnosing this, was over the past 12 months, my blood pressure has been at 165 over 110 or higher every time they took my blood pressure. Okay, so I know that's high. I do know that's high, and I have been feeling it lately, especially when I get stressed out. I can actually like feel it inside now. So I'm not like, you know, minimizing it or discrediting it or anything like that. I'm not doing that, but it was a little like, oh gosh, you know. So I am going to be making some lifestyle changes. We haven't started. He wanted to put me on medication like immediately, but we did decide to wait a little bit. I'm going to see my actual main doctor, my doctor, next week, and we'll make a decision at that point. But that, you know, along with some lifestyle changes, I know, the smoking, I know, all that coffee I drink all day, I know what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. But, you know, it's just things like that that kind of like pile on each other, and then it's hard to get my head straight, you know. And I do think that a lot of people can relate to this, maybe not with the exact, you know, situation or things within that situation, but the feeling of being overwhelmed and the depression and the anxiety, heck, even the high blood pressure, right? You know, so it makes it a little bit difficult. So you know, my point of all of this for the video tonight was to hopefully share with you some of the things that I do to get my head straight. Although it has certainly turned into a different direction now because I was a little worked up a little bit ago, but all is well now. But anyway, so for example, like at work, I have, of course, my plants, and I have some things in there that if I feel myself getting a little overwhelmed, I can close my door and I can go do these things. And one of them, you know how much I love miniatures and miniature villages and stuff. Well, I got a Christmas gift this year. Thank you so much, Patricia. Wait till you see. It turned out so nice. So I made a little short of like kind of what I do when I get stressed out. I close my door and I just take a minute and kind of stare into my little village that I make and clear my mind. So here's the little short I made. These are Gail Duke collectible houses, and I made a little village at work. Here, check it out. Oh, it did turn out nice, didn't it? It was really nice, and those houses are really beautiful. Thank you so much again, Patricia, for that. I really love them, and I hope you're proud. I hope I did you justice with the village. But everybody comments on it when they come into my office, so it's a really, really nice addition to the office and a great place to kind of get lost just for a couple minutes, you know, and recenter, you know, sometimes just restart my day, you know. And I don't know, you know, another thing to think about too are like you're doing something for yourself. You know how I preach all the time like make sure you do at least one nice thing for yourself this week. It's very important that we do that because so often, if you're like me, and I think a lot of people might be like this, we really put ourselves through the ringer. We are sometimes downright mean to ourselves, So doing something nice for ourselves every once in a while is definitely a positive, good thing to do. And look, I bought that for myself this week. Well, for the house, and I couldn't wait to show you. You guys, it's a diffuser. You put the essential oils in it, and it looks like a fire. Isn't it awesome? Oh, I just love it. And I have it sitting right in front of our couch here, so Steve and we can just kind of stare at it, and it's just nice. It's just an example of something that I did for myself. And another thing too that we often forget about: sick days, personal days from work, vacations, even just a little day trip. Time off from our job and from regular life is as important to our mental health as anything else. Now, I know sometimes, finances can be an issue, and even time can be an issue too when it comes to thinking about taking a trip, But if you can do it, just take some time out, maybe even just a little day trip to the local park, just something to give you a change of scenery and a little break from regular life. And if you can't afford it, or if you don't have the time, there's always the SSAM summer road trip. Hey guys, this summer we're going on a road trip and we're taking you with us. Think small town USA, hidden America, even popular tourist destinations. And it all starts right now.
The next stop on our summer road trip is to a rather large oasis in the city of St. Louis, Missouri, and the oldest continually operating botanical garden in the United States. This is the Missouri Botanical Garden.
So imagine if you retire at 39, right? But the year is 1840 and there are no Ferraris or Gulfstreams to spend your money on. What would you do? Well, create an American botanical garden just like the great ones of Europe, of course.
That's what Henry Shaw did when he developed the 75 acres that surrounded his country home into one of the most beautiful places in Middle America. The gardens include his original historic country home and a Victorian-era observatory, a Japanese garden, a secluded Chinese garden, and a Turkish garden reminiscent of a Mediterranean villa. But its centerpiece is the climatron, a geodesic dome where you can experience a vibrant tropical rainforest. Now, the Japanese garden covers 14 acres, making it one of the largest Japanese strolling gardens in North America. The richly forested English woodland garden is just stunning, as is the Victorian District hedge maze. There's something for everyone at the gardens, and it reflects thousands of plant species collected and cultivated over more than 150 years.
In 2006, the gardens presented Glass in the Gardens, an exhibition of blown glass sculptures by renowned artist Dale Chihuly.
His spectacular 920-piece blue chandelier is on permanent display at the gardens. And in autumn, this place just bursts with color, featuring seasonal displays and blooms. And at Christmas time, oh, it is just magical. In fact, it has one of the most impressive holiday light displays in the whole country.
With so much beauty to see, so much to do and learn, and so much fun to have, the Missouri Botanical Gardens is a must-stop on any trip to St. Louis. So it's no secret that one of the things that I do to take care of my mental health, oh yeah, is to work in the garden and in the yard. It really, really helps me a lot. Everything from planting to different projects in the garden to harvesting. Like, check it out. Y'all, we have beets! How cool is that? Now, these are the second and last harvest of the beets for this year. They're a cold weather crop. Oh, look at the shape of him. They're like they're more of a cold weather crop, like your radishes and your carrots and that, and this is the second round of them. So maybe we'll plant some more in the fall. I'm not sure. But anyway, and like I said, projects in the garden, right? One of my favorite things to do are make things for the garden, and that's what we're gonna do today. So this actually was a viewer's request, a few viewer requests actually. I had mentioned before that I was gonna make a water feature for my garden, and a lot of people said, hey, can you make a little DIY video about it, because I wanna do one too. So it's my pleasure to show you how I'm going to make my water feature for the garden. Now this project, you can change it up any way you want by interchanging some of the materials we use. You can make it larger, smaller, whatever. But I'm going to show you exactly what I'm using for my finished product, okay? So let's get started. I am using 2 plastic planters, and I got them that look like barrels, like a little rustic look. In addition to that, you will need a pump of some sort, okay? You can get any pump suitable for the garden, just make sure it's suitable for a small to medium fountain, okay? These pumps all come with these little attachments on here that will push the water up and out if you so choose, and they also have different tops you can put on that will it'll show the water coming out in different patterns, if you so choose to do that. For our water feature today, I'm gonna have a cascading waterfall. I don't know if we're gonna have some water shooting out of it or not, but we'll see how it goes. All right, the first thing we're going to do is pick the place, obviously, right? And I'm doing mine right here in the corner of my rock garden. And we're just gonna place our little planters where we think we want them. And the most important thing to remember is that you're gonna need a rock or a wooden crate or a cinder block or something to hold up the second planter, because this is going to sit like that. So the water will be in here, it'll be pumped up into here, and then it's gonna cascade and fall back down into the bottom. At least that's the plan anyway. So I have this set here, and we can adjust this by removing some dirt to have it go lower, or adding some dirt to make it come higher. You can also adjust the height of this by the size of your rock or your crate too, okay? But I have this set pretty good for what we want to do. So let's go inside and build this baby. Okay, all right, so let's get this baby started. All right, so just to set up a little bit easier for you, okay, you're gonna need your planters, of course, and then you're gonna need some type of riser that will hold our smaller planter up even with our larger planter here. So, Bandit's food container, oh yeah, works just perfect. And then I have a little piece of wood here because I needed just about a 1/2 inch more there. So we're gonna put those next to each other. This is the big one, okay? I'm gonna put that next to that, and then we take our smaller one and we position it where we want to have it. Remember, from outside, the larger one's on the bottom, the smaller one's on top, and it's gonna hang over a little bit just like this. Now the next thing we have to do is get our water extender. That's our little piece like this, because this is going to attach down into our pump, and then it's going to extend up through the smaller pot here, so that the water flows up into here and it fills it up, okay? So in order to do that, we need to measure how large our extender is as far as the circle goes there. Mine's about 3/4 of an inch. Now, then I take the bottom of my top planter and I just drew a circle here, dun, dun, like that, okay? And then we have to cut this out so that this can fit right up in there, right? Okay, so we're gonna do that. Now, in addition to that, okay, so to do that, wait, let me backtrack because I'm gonna try to make this is the first time I've done this, can you tell? Let's hope it works out, right? No, I think I want the water to kind of cascade out of it, you know what I mean? So I'm going to make 2 notches in there for the water to flow out. And I did that on the inside here. Can you see those little upside down V's there? I'm going to cut those out to give the water some place to go. Now, they have to be centered with my circle that I'm going to cut out at the bottom, okay? They have to be centered of that because that's what's going to hang over the edge of the larger one at the bottom there, okay? And this will all make sense once it's all put together, okay? So after we have ourselves all measured out and marked on there, well, we get to cutting and we get to drilling the hole out, all right? All right, I'll see you when I'm done here. Where's that hole at? There it is, okay. All right, okay, there it goes. And our hole is cut. Now, for the top part, and for that, I'm just using my handheld little saw. So we have our hole in the bottom for our water extender, and we have our little notches cut for the water to fall out. Okay, so our next step, oh yeah, we have to seal it all up. Okay, and what I mean by that is, here, we'll just do it in order. So we're gonna take our big planter, we're gonna put our pump down in there where we want it. And again, I'm not doing mine permanent. If you want to, you can permanently attach your pump to the bottom of it if you're going to keep this, if you want it to be permanent, okay? But I'm just setting mine down in there, okay? And then we're going to put our extender in our top one, and then we're going to fit it right onto our pump, set it on the edge, and we're going to get a feel for where our extender meets our top planter, because that's where we're going to seal this. You could use a Sharpie to mark it or wherever, and this mark is where we're going to seal it into our top planter. Y'all, oh my gosh, I researched this. Oh yeah, we're gonna use some hot glue for this, okay? And I'm using that for 2 reasons. One, it's definitely easier, okay, than other sealants out there. And 2, I can always, if it's too bulky, you know, to store or whatever, I can always get the hot glue off a lot easier than permanent sealing stuff. And what I mean by permanent sealing stuff is like this type of foam sealant here. Now you can absolutely use this stuff on here. It's awesome. It's waterproof. It dries extremely hard. It seals everything up. You can use this to seal up like leaky water pipes, things like that. We've used this for craft projects in the past too. Love this stuff. It's pretty awesome. But we don't need to use it for this project. As a matter of fact, even if it might not be sealed 100%, this part here hangs over our larger planter. So if there's a little drip, it's just going to drip back down into the basin, which gets pumped back into it anyway. So we're good. But you know what? The hot glue, it'll just do the trick. Now, we're gonna seal it on the bottom and then also on the inside as well, okay? All right, let's get going. And you know, you could use a lot. Just, you know, it doesn't matter. Just seal this baby in there, okay? All right, here we go. She's all in. I don't know if you can you see? Yeah, you can see. See, I used, you know, I used a lot of hot glue both on the inside and the outside there to kind of, you know, seal that in place there. And y'all, now we're just gonna go put this all together, add some water in the bottom planter, turn her on, and well, see if she works. Let's go do it. Okay, so it's all set up. So Okay, I'm not gonna call this a fail. Not an epic fail anyway, but maybe a partial fail? Well, come on, let me show you. Alright, so I have it set up, and it's working and everything, but I couldn't get it to trickle the way that I wanted it to. So, I did turn it, kind of angle it down a little bit, but what I want it to do is to come out more like that. So I just have to get a little spacer to put under back here to lift it so that it comes out a little bit more. And then once I get all of the aquatic plants in the top and the bottom, it'll look good. So not quite a fail, not quite a success, but at least we learned together, right? I am kind of happy, and Oscar seems to be happy too. So there's my water feature. Well, almost complete. Oh, so I'm getting lost in my little background ambiance there, which is another thing that I do to kind of get my head together. I play my little, my little scenic ambiances in the background, and it's very easy to get lost in those as well. It's a great way to relax myself, so I recommend that too, but so that was our DIY, It actually, I was looking at it again, it's not bad. A few little tweaks and it'll be just fine. So, although at this point I've totally disattached myself from the garden. I know, sad, right? But look, we'll see what happens. The situation with the landlord, it rattles my security of my home base, so to speak, if that makes sense at all. You know what I mean? It kind of you feel like your home should be your space. Your home should be your safe space, your serene space, And when things like this happens, it kind of rattles it up a little, you know what I mean? And how about that road trip, y'all? That was a nice little second stop on our road trip, huh? And of course it was plant themed. I mean, had to try to tie it in all together somehow, Where will we go next? Ooh, I'm not sure. Some of you send in some suggestions. Thanks so much. I think we might be visiting some of those places. Definitely. But yeah, so those are just a couple ways that I try to get my head together, Another one is exactly what we're doing now. And, that's talking to you. Our live stream last night was so nice. Being able to talk to everybody in real time really, really helps as well. So, I try not to keep things in. I try to get it out. I know that's a little easier said than done, but and Steven is a fabulous, fabulous support for me too. So he's always there. I can talk to him too, But anyway, let's clear our heads. Now that we got our heads together, let's clear them because we have another giveaway winner to announce. So we had the giveaway where the prize was that annual pass to our nation's parks and recreational centers and a $20 Foot Locker gift card. Well, we picked a winner, and the winner's name was Darkness Dust. Unfortunately, Darkness lives in Europe and would not be able to use the pass. So she said to go ahead and give the prize to someone else. So I'm talking with her now, and I'm going to try to figure out what I can give her. I'm thinking that Amazon may be good for over there too. Either way, we'll get her something. Because she did win. I don't know. But anyway, so we have another winner to pick. I have the randomizer all set up here, ready to go. And so we're going to hit start. I'm going to try to show you. Okay, so drum roll, please. And we have Mr. McPhoebe. Can you see that? Congratulations, Mr. McPhoebe. You have won. I know who you are. Oh, I'm so excited. So you just won an annual, our nation's parks and recreation centers and all that, like Yellowstone Park, all that stuff. You just won an annual pass for that. It's good for a whole year, and a $20 Foot Locker gift card so you can get some new sneakers, to go on all those hikes you're gonna go on this year, right? Well, you're gonna put the gift card towards one anyway, So congratulations to you. Definitely, get in contact with us, or I'll get in I have your email, so I'll let you know after the video tonight, okay? So congratulations to you. And again, thank you everybody who entered, and congratulations to you, Darkness Dust, too. So I sent you an email about that Amazon cart, so let me know about it, okay? Okay. All right. Well, I definitely talked your ear off enough tonight, huh? Oh, man. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for just making my day a little bit better. Thank you so much. I hope the feeling was mutual. Definitely hit that subscribe button, everybody, and hit that notification bell as well. Check us out over on Facebook and Instagram, and all of our contact information is listed right down below. That would be our P.O. box and our email address. If you have any questions about anything, just shoot me an email. Remember, if you want to get a little birthday wish into Steve, also, he's gone, okay? Also, shoot me that email too, okay? And thank you so much for spending your time with me today. You have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time, all right? Ciao, everybody! Mwah.